Welcome to part 1 of how to make a fairy love seat with polymer clay. Hi, I'm Caroline from CertainlyCaroline.com, and I'm here inspiring you to create a miniature fairy tale world with weekly miniature art and doll making videos. Premo Accent Clay Gray Granite, Armature Wire, Floral Tape, Genesis heat set paints, or you could use acrylic paint, flat rocks, 2-part epoxy glue, Fabri-Tac, and faux moss. And for tools, I used clay machine, scalpel, wooden sculpting tool, and paintbrushes. I start by measuring a love seat in our living room, and I convert it into 1/12 scale, meaning 1 human foot equals 1 inch fairy size. And I create the wire frame. I wrap floral tape around the wire. The floral tape helps to keep the polymer clay in place. Then I run the clay through a clay machine a few times to condition and flatten it. I fold the clay over the armature. It's important to pinch the clay together because I want to avoid air bubbles. I will be painting a fairy scene on the back of the bench. If I wasn't doing that though, then I would have simply wrapped the wire with the clay, since I will be using rocks for the back and for the seat part. To create the faces, I add and subtract clay until I'm satisfied with the form. Sculpting is something you get a sense for with experience. Just figure out a lot of mess-ups, and eventually you'll have something you're happy with. The fun thing about sculpting a face is forming a new character. With enough pushing around of the clay, a face begins to emerge, and it's just so exciting to think that it just didn't exist before. Here I'm using the guide I made with grid paper to make accurate curves. I chose to create form with strands of clay that I rolled, though I prefer to create things from scratch. If you want to, you could use something you find around the house to press into the clay for added decoration. And here I'm creating little beads with the clay to slip onto the wire legs. In part 2, I'll be painting the piece, gluing on the rocks, and gluing on the faux moss. And I'll have lots of great tips for you there. When part 2 is available, there will be a link in the description below. I know you guys are going to take this information and make something totally original and something totally awesome. Hey, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for weekly miniature art and doll making videos every Monday, or sometimes Tuesday.